shrink the Garnet diamond overlay? Is that possible? Can you shrink the PNG? Cannot shrink because I just realized how annoying. I just realized it's blocking the kill. Okay. Faham? Can you not make the whole source smaller? Is it not possible? Cannot. No, cannot. Oh yeah, we have to use. Sekejap ya. Yeah, it's fine. It's hard as this. Let's get it done. Mm. Can we open it? Yeah, no, I'm looking at the team chat. Is there a way to like leave team chat on all the time? Okay, tapi the team chat. Wait, hello. Yeah, I'm now testing the mic. And then, sekejap. Uh, can we hear? Yo, what's your name again? In he's just not online right now. Uh, yeah, what's your name, eh? Ayo, pisang shitless gamer.
I made it. Yep.
Shirtless gamer.
Oh my god, I had to run up my stairs.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, so we're starting late anyway. Wow.
Both games are starting late actually. The other one is 8:15. But the thing is, we have to start earlier because I don't have a team. One of my teammates has to leave at like 9.
Oh,
So, yup. He's
actually,
single-handedly.
is it?
Yeah,
Aren't you
because
guys? Aren't you guys really? You're one win away from being like uncontestable, no?
yep, one
Yeah.
win. So we have the full squad for one map. Okay, we have.
And then the second map, you're gonna have a sub.
We have a sub which is Afifi, but he's gold. He's
Oh.
gold. Um, he's gold peak. So probably at silver. So yeah, and then the player that's going to be gone, stick it in my butt. So
Oh no, that's really bad.
the X factor is gone.
Not sticking in my butt.
We might as well call it my butt though.
I could just call it
Yeah.
my butt, but I don't know.
Can
I've
someone get on? Jap.
Yeah, I forgot I need to pull up the map bands. Shit. Are you live already or? Oh shit. Let me see. I'm not here already, bro. It's Diamond and Garnet. What? The link here says Diamond and Garnet. For what, the map bands? Is it? Is it not the one in the group? Oh.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, right? Still cheating. Diamond, yeah. It's basically what we see. What Tay and okay, this is a new guy. They have a sub. Oh, what about the cup? So it's what Tay and what about the cup? This KH guy is new, right? He wasn't here earlier today. KH. Yeah, yeah. This is up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at least team is still correct lah. But later on for map two, if they don't like start 13-0ing them, probably have to go get another one. Yo, you're gonna stream the POV also. Oh. Well about to come. Yeah, like. Oh wait, they can hear me already. Oh shit. Oh shit. No professionalism. Wait, hold on. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final match of the day um, for the KY Esports Interhouse tournament. And you know, how else to end it between Diamond and Garnet? Of course, these two teams already having played today. We saw Garnet play just previously on the stream, and of course, we saw Diamond play as well. But yeah, so coming into this, I would expect to see like just oh yeah, before that, I should have talked about this, but there are going to be a few substitutes, as you can see. Kaha, new player on the side of Diamond. We are still waiting on um, the Ice and what about to come. You can see Garnet have their full 5-man, but to my knowledge, at the end of the first game, depending on how quickly it ends or how late we start, we may not be able to see the same uh, 5-man lineup for the last map, and we may see somebody else. And it's also important to note, looking at the scores so far, Garnet has gone 4-0 of the two teams they played against, which would be Sapphire and Topaz. They have 2-0'd them both times. So Diamond, in order if they want to be able to take kind of this first place, they would have to win both. They would have to be able to 2-0 Garnet. Otherwise, if Garnet win one, they will be uncontestable for the first place. Of course, the game we're not streaming would be Sapphire versus Topaz, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown on the points. Garnet, of course, we just mentioned, is 4-0. Diamond is 3-1. Sapphire is 1-3, and Topaz is 0-4. Of course, this will obviously change at the end of today's stream, and not sure if we'll keep the stream on to announce the placings, but that is the current standings. So
Hot
the
deals
different
is
scenarios we
Hakim
have is
or
well,
Teh?
Topaz has the opportunity if they can get a miracle upset.
Hakim start kali. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot bro. My bad.
Oh, okay. So just hearing now that Balabata will not
Ada.
be here today, and he will be the one subbed out. So we'll have Hot Dilf and they are coming back onto this Diamond lineup. Of course, don't really have much info on how Kuha likes to play, but historically speaking, from what we've seen early in the day, Diamond, very slow, very methodical team. They love to sort of uh, play the round out at their own pace. They want and that pace tends to be pretty slow. If they can kind of get a man advantage, they are very very good at utilizing that. But of course now when they're bringing in a substitute player, there's no way to really tell how they'll adapt their strategy or if they'll just try and adapt their sub into the strategy. But that's kind of how Diamond likes to play, and of course they have different strats for different teams. We talked about this a little bit with the Ice, of course, Diamond's player, and of course Garnet. We also have seen how they like to play, and these guys they love to play fast. They love to play kind of in a 5-man. We saw their match against Sapphire. They had very solid lead at the start of the match, just being able to play as a 5-man and just full rush the site, and they just get it completely. And using that's how they truly that's how they generate their advantage, and that's how they kind of just push you out. They get to a site before you can even rotate there, and they just lock it down.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sam.
so it's interesting to
Ayo,
see kind
kena
of like these
tunggu
two
teh.
teams. Um, it's going to be an interesting clash of styles, rather, because we have. Say again?
I want you to beat him up.
Because then we'll get to see uh, Garnet play super fast, like we know they like to, and then you are up against Diamond, who is a relatively slow team. But of course, I would say I think Garnet is a little bit more flexible than Diamond. We haven't really seen Diamond adopt a fast or aggressive playstyle per se, but we've seen that Garnet they're completely alright with playing a little bit slow, taking the round at their own pace, planting within the last 10-15 seconds. They can play to that sort of degree as well, but it's just not something that I think they are known for, because a lot of the times when they execute a site, it's super flashy, they're on there quick, they get the plant, and then they just hold beautifully. But I'm not sure if Diamond, who, like I said, pretty slow team, they have a lot of they like to play a lot of agents that have a lot of denial, if they can actually stop that push. So it's kind of unstoppable force meets unmovable object, and I think that it'll just be interesting to see kind of which direction they take. So in the meantime, we are still waiting on another player, and of course that would be KYESC, and he should hopefully be here shortly.
Devious. Masuk balik. Oh, kita attack kan?
Oh ni party chat. Teh Ice Mix dengar? Tak dengar kan? I think they cannot. No. Like yang defenders ni. Dia orang dengar party chat. Party chat dia based on
Dia based on the party.
Dengar. Sumpah lah kau boleh dengar. Aduh.
Tak dengar.
Ya. Khalid,
Macam ni?
for Esco. For Esco. So for Esco, please.
Yo. Okay ha. Okay. Masuk. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, starting 3, 2, 1.
So,
Alright, and we are back. I'm not sure if everybody caught the map bans, but we are going to be playing on Corrode for the first map. And of course, this is something that we have seen Diamond play before. Garnet, not so much. And if memory serves, the last time they were able to walk away, they were able to walk away with the win, but it was pretty hard fought for the side of Diamond. It was 13-15, 15-13 in favor of Diamond. Pushed all the way to overtime by Topaz. Well, here we can see Aiden Select, the Ice, already hovering that deadlock, something that we've seen him play previously on the map. He popped off with it. Would not be surprised to see him pick it up again. Billy Job on his, at this point, signature chamber of the 3 games that we have seen him. He's picked it all 3 times. And Devious, he was typically the duelist. He played a lot of the Rays, but now this time he's going to opt for the Sova instead with sticking in my butt. He's the one playing the Jet, and player 1 on the smokes. Again, not something we've typically seen. Player 1 typically more so on the Sentinels, and this is something that Garnet like to do. They love to play double Sentinels. They did it on their Bide game, and they did it as well on their their game in Pearl. But this time just going for the single Sentinel. But they are playing double Initiator with the Breach Sova, and again, I think this is a pretty it's very what we saw initially from on Corrode in the first game. Beaks again on the smokes, Ice on his deadlock, Hot playing the previously, and this is the first time we play Duelist, and from what I remember, he is actually more comfortable on the Duelist role. So seeing him kind of pick it up here should be interesting to see. And well, I mean at one point, but I don't believe that sent. Oh, sorry, he against Sapphire, and he did lose Dilf on Waylay that time. Now it's Go Yun Jung as we start to move into the first round. Just looking at compositions, I would say a lot of them are very standard. You've got the double initiator, I guess, is something you don't really see too much when it comes to like solo queue, but it is something that has been played numerous times before. It's the first in the tournament. And Diamond have a very, very standard comp, which is double duelist, sentinel, smoker, and initiator. Yep. Just looks like a pretty common stack into this. Devious with the dart in. Go jump. Did get to see him refract out. Oh. Go. Does have his eyes on the mid player. Hot Dilf. Just slowly waiting there. Yeah. This is different from what we've seen before from Garnet. They haven't really played this slow before. They've waited out walls, but this is new. Something that this is actually similar to Diamond's playbook. Actually, they've gotten player into sight. They know it's clear, and they're just going. And Devious, he's pushed all the way into Link, and he will find the first blood of the series. And Billy Job already coming down with the plan. This is something very similar to what we've seen Diamond do in the past. That they just take that early control into a site, a solo control rather, and they just have the entire team rotate there, and it works out. But sticking in my butt. Finds another kill for himself, T-Ice. And then will land onto sticking my butt with Billy Job. Then last player standing. We'll find Devious the substitute here doing work. He's on 1 HP. One shot will be enough. Bullseye. Has to make it work. Oh, and a clean tap to find the kill, but Ali wide swinging, following up his teammate. And they will take a pistol from Diamond. Now this is interesting because we've seen Diamond have a very good track record in terms of pistols. They were against Sapphire, they were 3-1. Against Topaz, they were 4-0. So, interesting to see. You know, they actually dropped a pistol around again. But considering Garnet has also been incredibly lethal on these pistols, I'm not entirely surprised. And you know, now I guess this round, if you're Diamond, the best thing you're looking for is to get whatever picks you can, force whatever bad economic scenario you can get. Billy Job here has the outlaw, just waiting for someone to overstep. You know, on the eco, makes sense if you push aggressively. Just waiting for somebody to make that first mistake. Hot Dilf, he's playing close with the shot. He was sticking in my butt. You know, he's known for that shotgun and he puts it to work the ice. One of the clutch factors for Diamond will fall, and he finds another one as well. Billy Job, his patience is rewarded. His going jump falls. It's all on Kaha and all on Meeks.
Take flight.
One is a Marshall, the other one, nothing but a classic. Drone is coming through. They're spraying. Oh, they did not clear. He's pushed on forward. He finds one, but Kaha, well placed headshot with the Marshall finds it. 1 versus 4. Has to play the range here. Swing forward. He lands the initial shot, but there's just too many people, and he will fall in the end to Ali. 2-0. Now for Team Garnet. And once again, this is kind of coming down to just how fast Garnet are playing these XX. They are getting into sight super quickly, or even uncontested if it's still in the first round. Devious, he was just able to walk at the site, no one's there. The entirety of Diamond had the read that Garnet would be rotating, and Devious just said, alright, site's open. Took the site, took the space, everybody else came, and this is just, like the previous round, just hard for them to really do anything. Getting completely outpaced, the gun's not in their favor either, but now we see Vice coming in for Diamond as Billy Job puts down the ice, takes Kaha as well. It's been phenomenal so far against the kill.
Last player
Devious,
standing.
another kill on the going jump. Oh my lord, it's looking
Spike
like a
planted.
flawless. And wow, they weren't even on a buy, and they've taken absolutely everything. Again, this is the same thing that we talked about. It's just a 5-man unit moving into the site incredibly quickly. They were spotted by that initial silver dart. They shot it out and they just pushed anyway. I don't think T-Ice was here to, you know, have any of his denial utility, and neither was Meeks. He couldn't get the suck, no concuss, nothing. And they were able to just waltz their way into sight, and it's getting increasingly difficult for Diamond to kind of keep up with the pace, but have to see what sort of adaptation they take this time around. But has dash, will go forward, just buying some time. Hot Dilf will find one after a trade from DBS, but he is caught out by sticking in my butt in the end. Sticking in my butt, he's pushed pretty far up. Player 1. Slowly waiting by this elbow. You can hear them. It's a Marshall. Oh, yeah, it's Marshall and an outlaw. Player 1, here's it. The body shots, they land, but it's not enough. He whiffs it, Gogan jump, whips out that classic, and he's able to find the finishing blow. Meeks will fall. Gogan jump, finds a well-placed headshot with that outlaw to Billy Job. It's a 2 versus 2. Incredibly low HP numbers. Wallbang, trying whatever he can get. The dash on forward, trying to swap out.
One enemy
If
remaining.
he can, but time is ticking away. Ali finds one. The jump forward, the right click is there. And stick it in my butt with a 3-piece for the round. 4-0 advantage to Garnet. This round was a little more. I think there was a bit more life from the signs of Diamond. You know, they took a lot of guns down. They were on a bit of a ego half buy. Yeah, so now again, we're back on buys. This is, if there was ever a round for them to take, this would probably be it. Or else it looks like Garnet may just be able to run with this, and I still don't think that Diamond has kind of been able to come up with something to stop this aggressive push, because if the ice is pushing aggressively now, he's going to be spotted or has to run. He has no armor, important to note. He's just, all he has is a vandal and his utility. The ice will be spotted, doesn't need the armor, sticking in my butt, will be the first to fall.
Barrier deployed.
Wall will be deployed. Yeah, this is it. This is what we said. Diamond needed to do. They needed to find a way to cut their pace. They needed to find some way to slow them down, and they've done it as well. Operator from Billy Job will find Hot Duke, but Devious falls in the background to the ice. It's a 4 versus 3. Advantage favoring Diamond, and I've said it before. This team fantastic at playing their man advantages. Making a lot of noise here. They know they probably like going jump. He's flashed.
Go down. Spike
Caught with his knife out.
down.
Spike.
One enemy
Down.
remaining.
We'll find it. Has that operator. It's dropped. And going jump finds the finishing blow. Finally, some signs of life from Diamond here. Take their first round of the series. And off the back of what I would say was a really good play from Ice. Like, he held that side alone. He knew they'd push. Found that very, very pivotal opening pick against Sneaking in My Butt, and just kind of ran with it that way. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. But yeah, I think it's pretty obvious to what the
Let us hunt.
I guess the weaknesses from Garnet are. It's the fact that they are incredibly fast-paced, and if you can find a way to stop all their momentum and
Take flight.
find a way to crush their pace, I guess, it becomes increasingly difficult for them to do much. We saw that round. They lost their initial duelist. The whole
Revealing
pace of the
area.
game was swamped, and they lost from there. But I say this is Stay Ice. Finds one. Player one gets the other. Ali will find the trade on over. It's 2 versus 3. I missed the opening kill as well for Meeks. He had the operator and he did find the kill. I believe that was a mid-duel. It's 2 versus 3 now. Diamond, knowing they have to kind of match this aggression, and they do that fantastically. They match it, they find kills they need to stop the aggressive push. And now
Got the spike.
you see Garnet stuck in a very, very similar position as they have been in the past. When their pushes crumble, they have been able to just completely slow the game down, play a different style than what we're used to, and it typically works out for them, but this round, a little bit difficult to pull off. Player 1, only on 70 HP. Cops, too many unknowns.
30 seconds left.
They still have to clear absolutely everything. Fault line will be dropped. Hit by that stun. There goes the Asher utility, but Hot Dilf will not find the plays.
Spike
Dart
planted.
goes in. Oh,
Last player standing.
Ali did
One
expend
enemy
the
remaining.
ultimate. Oh, there's a little bit of lag on that side, but it's a trade overall. Rolling Thunder was expended to try and get something out here.
Blasting.
Everybody just waiting. Oh, not gonna wait for the tap. Used. He peeks right into him, and Meeks. He found the opening kill, and he'll find the closing one as well. Ali will be shut down, and Meeks will secure his team another round. The fact that this round was so close, I think it's a testament to how adaptable Garnet is. They are more comfortable playing that fast and aggressive playstyle, but if they need to kind of hang back,
1
if they
second, peeps.
lose
I gotta
momentum
visit
early,
the
they can
Astro to
still
play some stars.
kind of wrestle their way through that round, and that's exactly what they did. They had to burn the breach out for it, and yes, they did get a kill out of it, but just in the end, I think the advantage just was stacked too heavily against Garnet. Couldn't quite get over that line, and now you have Meeks again, once again on this operator.
You want to
peeking the- I
play?
believe this is how he
Let's
killed Billy Bob
play.
last round. Did miss it. The tour de force will be popped.
Nowhere to run.
Meeks tagged up. In comes the Hunter's Fury. He's tagged once, looking for another. He won't get it. Devious with fantastic use of the utility will find the kill on the Meeks the ice. He knows there's still another mid player. He tries to get it, but Devious gets himself the second kill for him. The flash is beautiful. Funny, he's actually flashed his teammate. Oh no, Hot Dilf. He gets the kill. Takes advantage of the team flash that Chuck does. Leaving him incredibly low, 9 HP. He needs to get a kill to try and get this Devour.
Spike planted.
100% home. The flash is good, but not good enough. Devious will pick him off. And it's a 2 versus 4.
Last player standing.
Finds one, can't find the other. Devious on track for an ace. Has the operator in hand, picked it up from his fallen comrade. Will probably just look to save this operator. Very hard to play this. Operator for the side of Garnet is also there in the form of the tour de force. Just trying to catch anybody who tried to push it, but looks like this will definitely be a save. Of course, you know, it's an operator. Expensive gun. Pretty good to always hold the save. Not gonna try and push anything too far. Does not want to be caught in the cross. Nothing. just take his position and wait. I think this was kind of what I was talking about when I say Diamond is really good at playing man advantages. They couldn't get a man advantage. They had a man disadvantage actually at the start, and that's kind of where it seemed to crumble very, very quickly for Diamond. Meeks tagged up by the Silver Drone, taken out by the Hunter's Fury. TI's knowing he has to find something, he loses a very important duel against Devious, and from that point out, that 5v3, it's so hard to play. Of course, a few comical errors from Garnet with Team Flash, but in the end, they got that site, and it's just so hard to retake against these guys. They will hold the site, and it's difficult, especially if, you know, Billy Job is still around. And here we have Hot Dove in the wings. He was here previously as well. Will be scanned. The fault line will come in. He's stunned up as well. They should know that's hit him, but they're not sticking in my butt after they get 50 HP. Blade Storm from sticking in my butt will be used. He's rotating all the way there. Look at him. He's going all the way into the site. He's watching him here with the pistol. He's going forward. Has the judge. No, it's a judge battle, and it's going on Jung, who wins it out. I don't think sticking in my butt knew he had a judge. Oh, Devious. Looking for a repeat of the first round. Will not win gunfights. Meeks will find him at the
down mid.
The operator given to him by Koha will be used to take down Billy Job, and it's all on player 1 and Ali. Spike still in hand.
30
TI's
seconds left.
watching this angle like a hawk. Still a lot of defensive utility on A. If they want to commit to this, it will be difficult. Player 1 probably just trying to prod, get as much information as they can, but they've got the correct read on this. Ali, he's all alone. Oh, Ashley. Having
10 seconds left. Last player standing.
Having tripped that utility, really, really important. He can't get the TP though. They should know that it's B. This map split. Fantastic idea, really good execution. If only player 1 could get that TP in faster and they could play this in a real 2v5 situation, but now it's 1v5. It's the ace clutch post plant for others to try and figure this out. You can hear everybody dashing in. Everyone's there. Gets off from Blink, but he's walled off. Does not has the aftershock if he wants to knock him in with the fly at the ice. He's got a full stick. It has the ultimate, but it's not enough. It's a 3-piece in the 1v5, but in the end, the defuse goes down, and the ice he shuts it all down as well. Wow. This was really well played from the side of Diamond. They were able to just get that initial advantage, and they kept members on B. They didn't have anybody rotate. Well, they had 2 people on B actually. Instead of just having everyone rotate out of B and hold A side, they were able to keep Hot Doof and Meeks there. And they were able to catch Devious. They were able to take him out. Very, very important kill. Trying to kind of capitalize off the fact that maybe there's a lot of unknowns on this side uncontested. They were able to get something from the ultimate, from the Rolling Thunder. Good combo there. Let's think about to find a kill. Okay, guys. Hold it. Oh! We'll find this out. Devious push on forward. He knows it's on cooldown. Won't even get the leg. He will fall. Goyon Jung. Eka. All on their lonesome. The jet with the judge just flies on forward and finds Goyon Jung, and it's all Eka, and all he has is a marshal. Operator taken from him as well. A 4-piece for sticking in my butt here. This is his characteristic. We see it before on his Omen, and we see it now on the jet. You know, that Rolling Thunder combo, just to get the initial stun onto Hot Doof and the full send after with the judge. Devious falls after, and you know, he knows that up. There's a bit of time before he can wind up again. He just dashes in, gets his kill. Just well played from Garnet here. You know, it's also very different in terms of tempo as well. We just saw them play a very slow round with the man disadvantage, and then this round they just explode onto site and try and get something done, but yeah, has no armor. He gets peak. Annihilation will connect onto sticking in my butt, but he's shot free, and he's pushing forward. Oh my lord, he's not stepping back at all. Even through the spam, he pushes out, and he will find the kill, and it's a 4 versus 5 now. Ali's pushed all the way up through mid. He's Link. Trying to jump. He has to judge. It's low. They have to push it through. Needs to fall, and he'll fall at the end. The golden jump, not before he gets another. Hot Dilf gets the kill. The Spectre has to dismiss away. It's a 3 versus 2. Player 1. Very, very low. I believe a shot from anything will take him out.
Last player standing.
Hot Dilf. He saw him. The hit shots. Land volley, and he finds it as Zoltica, 55 HP. All this
planted.
and has to look for a gun of some sort. There's Vandal over there. Just want to try for the operator and get out. Let me get a kill or two and just try. Oh, he heard the util. Wow. Okay. Well put from Billy Job. He heard that util come out and punishes him for that swing. I don't believe any member of Garnet took the op. We can get a quick check on that, but just well played again. They took that man advantage. They forced TI's hand with the annihilation. Shot sticking my butt out of the ult. Just went in anyway, even with spam. Got that opening kill and then just overwhelmed them from there. I think Ali as well finding a very, very important gunfight in the site. He does not kill Hot Dilf there. I think the round just falls apart for them. Once again, they are trying to hit this A. Oh, shot forward. It's a judge battle, but the concuss is there. And Devious will follow up and get the kill, but sticking in my butt. Very, very low now. We'll pop the extra for a bit of intel. Devious, straight out. Just a little bit of damage. Comes in again. Hot Dilf is tagged a bit. He dashes on forward, but the flash isn't deployed fast enough. As Devious will find him. TI's will fall in the background as well. It's all on Meeks and Gun.
The spike planted.
The Hottest Fury. Be popped.
Last player standing.
Wow, okay, I take it back. Girl will fall. Meeks tagged up with the Hottest Fury. And it's all on player 1. He finds it, and
Last
it's a
round
flawless
in the
round
half.
from Garnet. Yeah, they've just been running away with this half. Every time it looks like Diamond, they found something, they've got a foothold. They just lose it immediately. Garnet, I think this temp is so difficult. They just look a lot better in these gunfights as well. A lot of the time, where Garnet tries to play a little more aggressive, tries to take space.
Get out of my way!
If they can get that space, they will just play around what they're comfortable with. If they have to play slow, they can do that as well. But the dash is on forward. Omen doesn't even need the blind. He gets 2 quick headshots. Hot Dilf, he's been in this position a ton of times. He's flashed. And sticking in my back. They want the TP upward and a quick flick to find Meeks. This whole round, it's all just sticking in my butt and
Switching
player
sides.
1. Everything. The dash on forward with the Blade Storm for the initial distraction. Player 1 finds the 2 kills. And sticking in my butt, you know, he just finds the rest of them as well. 9-3 half. Cross curses, as we know, are real. And previously we did also see the 9-3 curse in action. Almost fully coming true, but I don't know. Looking at how Garnet are playing, I'm not too hopeful for Diamond. They just have to try and find some way to claw back into this game, you know. 3-9 half, incredibly difficult to play. And against a team that likes to play as 5, maybe TI's, the strategy we saw TI's employ on Corrode previously might work out. You know, they get the fast rotate out, they get the site for free, and then they flood it after and play the pulse back. But it looks like a pretty standard Diamond take. They play through mid, they play 1-2-1, they take a bit of time to get info, but Goyonjang loses that 1v1 to stick it in my butt. Just with the Sheriff in hand. But look at the A. The ice is already in this. Really job knows the shots. He's in a duel. One shot from the hit hunter is enough. Oh, he finds the 1-tap. Knows he's flashed out. Has to push. Has to fight something. But he's got his one. Hot Dilf has as well.
Spike planted.
Well, incredibly noxious for Garnet. And 3 versus 4. Probably have to wait for sticking on my butt to get the 4 rotated. But no, they're just going now. The shot done. Comes in. They don't clear him properly, but the shots don't land. No headshot for him. Ali finds 2, and it's all on Kuha. He pushes through. Can't even find one. Ali with a 3-piece in this pistol. And I've said it before, it's uncharacteristic for Diamond to lose pistols, but Garnet, they've just taken both of them from them on this map. And losing the pistol is so detrimental in this map because you've got... sorry, it's detrimental in this position because you're already in a 9-3 deficit, and now that you've gone 3-10, if you don't thrifty this round, like it's 3-11, it's so difficult to claw back. Even if you can win the buy round, you still have an absolute mountain to climb. It's difficult, and you know the fact that Garnet are on the buy now, or yeah, they're on the buy. It's difficult for Garnet to kind of claw back. Dipping my butt with that Marshall. They took off the ice. DV's with that stinger. The whole team, they're just here and they want to play fast, and they're looking for absolutely everything. Meeks will drop Ali in the meantime, but look at them, the entirety of the team hunting Kaha like sharks. Devious is one from death. Made it out. Does not get it, but the fast firing of that Marshall finds one. Oh my god, Kaha, he almost comes up huge, almost killing everybody, but Billy Job all the way from A with the judge will find it. A little bit of a throw there. I don't think we needed to commit that many guns to that play, but in the end they still walk away with it. Even though it's messy, that's kind of the characteristic aggression we'd expect to see. Just full sending it, and it works out. But now, both teams, a little bit fractured. Actually, I just realized they had a bit of a force last round on the side of Diamond. I thought they would full eco, but
That works.
yeah, they can't really full buy rifles here. Just stuck with the Guardian and the Bulldog, and the rest are all pistols.
Concealment.
And on a buy like this, typical to see just the 5-man stack going into B. I just realized, but wait, both teams are on complete opposite sides of the map. It's that's 5A, 5B. Just from my butt knows it's now trying to go in. Oh, going down. Stuns himself, but all should be fine. Yep, it's just 5-man retake now. Oh, there's flank. There's a 3-man flank coming in from Garnet. Player 1 really job at Ali. All moving in from this flank. Waiting to the ice. He swings out. Trust no land devious with the shock dart. Trying to find whatever chip damage he can. Can't quite connect. But now clearing this area. The judge is there. The ice finds one, but it's not enough. Again, Billy Job. Headhunter around trying to get
One enemy remaining.
The judge pushing forward. And it's all a flood for the side of Garnet. They may have given the site, but they played everything phenomenally. Player 1 does drop initially to the ice, but Billy Job with that judge, and as well, that judge.
Match point.
The shotguns on the side of Garnet, absolutely lethal. They just kind of shred them to pieces, and now it's match points for Garnet. They've got one win away. If they win this, they are uncontested for first. They will, at the very minimum, have 5 wins.
Who will I
And
spot
go-
first?
Have a guaranteed first place. Billy Job playing up close with this judge again. Has the TP to get out if he needs to. And Diamond, they're on the buy now. They've taken mid control and they're looking to just kind of 5-man fought in through A. Ali is in the face of the entire team. Judge has absolutely no utility left. All he has is the shot. After shot will buy a lot of time, push him away. Oh, Devious! Oh my lord! But I didn't even see that. He's gonna note it, and he grinds down Meeks. That's a smoker. That's important. They're just gonna try for the full rotate. Billy Job. All he has is the judge. It's gonna be difficult for him to try to win this. He has to kind of take his close fight, and he's already totaled up.
Spike down.
Shot onto Tyus. He'll find it. He'll find
enemy
another. He's
remaining.
looking for more. He doesn't get it, but he pulls out the headhunter. Then he whips down Hot Dilf. It's all going on Jung. In a 1 versus 4, the plant's coming down. The shots don't
Defenders
land.
win.
And player 1 will be the one to find it. And Garnet, they take the first map of the series and the guaranteed first place. Billy Job, absolutely heroic for his team at the end there. Being able to play in that site with the judge. Took 3 isolated fights and he won all of them. Even running out of ammo, having to switch to the headhunter, and it still works out. We move into the next map, but
Oh,
before then,
good game,
again,
game.
like this round, well played overall from Garnet. This is the most dominant we've seen, I think, of the entire tournament. I'm not sure if there's ever been a
Ada orang kena leave kan?
13-3 like this, but
Siapa? Ke Mida
hard loss
okay?
to Diamond. I'm surprised that this wasn't even that close. I was expecting
Mida, you
a
still
lot
good,
more
bro?
back and forth from these two teams. I think, of course, we've already established
Still
that
my butt.
Sapphire was one of the, I guess, the favorite team coming into the tournament. But
Do you have to
you
go
know,
or not?
seeing these two
No.
teams at the top of the
What do you
leaderboard,
mean no?
at the
Like
top of
macam
the table
kau
rather,
kena pergi ke tak?
just
Oh, gotta
play
go. Oh
and
shit,
they've kind
alright,
of
alright,
floundered
alright.
it. All but Garnet, of course, they were able to walk away with this, and of course
Alright,
now,
bro. Thank you, bro.
unfortunately, Sticking in My Butt is out of time, so we will be getting a different
GG
player
Midot. Power ke
in
Midot.
the meantime.
Okay. So,
Oh, and by the way, the
sekarang
next map
siapa?
is going to be Haven.
Kau part
So
kejap,
it is
bodoh.
a map we have already seen
Yesterday
before.
pun featured
Of
tau.
course, this was
Everyone
the
can
map
hear you
that
by the
Diamond
way.
played, and they lost
I
on
know, I
Haven.
know.
They lost it to
Alright.
Sapphire once their kind of plan was figured
Aku
out. But
ambil, aku cari.
Haven, notoriously one of the, I guess,
Taria.
more macro heavy maps that we've seen in the past. You know, 3 sites. We have yet to see Garnet play on Haven, and I'm interested to see how they kind of maneuver this because you know, Haven, there's a lot of sites, long time to rotate. I think maybe
Party.
the 5-man
Okay lah,
rush on the side of
Yeah.
Garnet is probably favored here. We're just full sending it, getting into a site, taking it before the team can rotate, and I would expect to see a pretty fast comp from Garnet, or you know they could also opt for a little bit more defensive, but still kind of play the round fast. Like that's obviously an option. They've done it before. They did it on Pearl. They played the double Sentinels with Chamber and Vice, and of course it worked out for them fantastically. They won that map, and they just went real fast. And yeah, so I don't know. I think the problem with Garnet, like if you're one of the competitors, Garnet, they just seem so complete as a team. They can play fast, they can play slow, they can wait you out in the round. They've got good reads on rotates. Like it's difficult for teams to kind of go into them. I think of course Diamond being I would say the only other team in the tournament who has kind of this variety of styles. Of course, they do play slow, but I think there's a lot of nuance to how they kind of take their fights. And of course, you have the Covenant TI strat, which we saw him just take space on a side alone, and the whole team rotates. Not really much of that we saw this map compared to the previous time he played Corrode. Very, very seldom did he ever just kind of solo push a site and flood it that way. Of course, you know, strats vary from team to team, or when you're playing against a different team, and it's just a different adaptation for Diamond here, and it didn't work out in the end. And now we'll be moving on to Haven, and we'll see just how that works. So in the meantime, we are waiting for Garnet's substitute to arrive. Sticking to my butt,
Yes.
unfortunately,
We are trying
has
to get
ran
our
out of time,
substitute
so he
player.
will not be joining us for the last
Bam.
game. It's also important to note that, as you see on the screen, these are the correct sides. We will be seeing Garnet on attack first, and Diamond on the defense. Same kind of setup we saw last time. We had Garnet on the attack first, and you know I don't know. Maybe Waylay's cursed because the 2 times we've seen Diamond play Waylay hasn't really worked out for them. Hasn't really worked out for them. We had Hot Div play on the match against Sapphire on Haven rather, and you know they lost that. They've just played it again here on Corrode, and they've lost it as well. We may see it again, seeing as you know they initially picked it on Haven. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a similar read. They want to go for it again, or if they're kind of adapt their strategy. What I am surprised by is we have yet to see any sort of Neon or Yoru. You know, I think people typically agree that those are 2 of some of the better duelists currently in the meta, but we just haven't seen any throughout the tournament, or at least any on stream. And we have had nerfs to these agents' kits. We've seen the Neon concuss duration nerf. We've seen the flash duration nerf from Yoru. He's lost his ability to deploy clones and flash in his ultimate.
Right.
But,
Our sub is here, guys.
we'll see how it goes. Tickle my pickle. All right, that is the substitute for Garnet, and we've had our fair share of devious names. We have devious, and we've had stick it in my butt, and now we have tickle my pickle, right?
Anas,
Like,
can you give the
I love my job. Being able to say these things with a straight face makes me happy. So, anyway, strap in. We will be going over to Haven, and yeah, let's see how the addition of Tickle My Pickle will play out for Garnet. Of course, first place, they're already locked for it, so they can't afford the substitution. I don't know. It's interesting to see because we've already had a bit of a talk with Ali, and he's already said before that his team, a lot of them kind of function on vibes. And sticking in my butt, he did not have comms. He did not have a mic. He wasn't really calming. The best he could do was kind of listen and act on intel. So now you kind of have a new variable in here. I have no idea if Tickle My Pickle has a mic, but you know, I'm not sure how much practice they've had
Right.
together in this 5-stack.
So
I don't know how their vibes are gonna be, because we've heard Ali say that the team is very very vibe focused, and you know, having someone new enter that, it can be a little bit difficult to adapt unless, of course, they've had ample time to practice and they've had ample time to get used to each other's playstyles and vibes and, you know, all sort of player chemistry. But we should be going into game very, very shortly. Tickle My Pickle, I assume, has to finalize a few things. He has quickly hopped in a range. Yeah, and in the meantime, I guess I don't have an update. Actually, could I get an update on the Sapphire and Topaz games just to see where the standings are right now? Alright, so I've been told that they are still probably on their first map, and it is a 9-9. It is a much closer game between Sapphire and Topaz here. Not something we were expecting. Of course, you know, with Topaz being the expected favor, with Sapphire being the expected favorites to win everything, and you know, Topaz the underdogs. The fact that they've gone 9-9, it's pretty impressive. Oh, and I see Topaz. I believe they just took a lead as well, 10-9. Brilliant. But we will be able to get the full updates at the end. Oh, what about to come? He's here. I believe, are they making the substitution for Hot Doof? Is he not playing this time around?
Okay, we're ready.
Okay. Yeah, but what about to come?
CC ready.
Okay. He was not here previously on the last map, and he is here now. Hot Dilf will be subbed out.
Ready.
I think we have to talk a bit about. Should talk a bit about Kaha as well. You know, he's the substitute player. He's coming in here, on the last map of the day, and I think he played pretty well given the circumstances that he was in. He found pretty impactful kills, and a lot of the rounds that Diamond came close to winning was off the back of Kaha as well. So hopefully Diamond can find a footing in this series, a footing in this game, and try and find something. And you know, I just talked about it. I just said we had yet to see Yoru Neon, and we're already seeing it hovered. Of course, I don't imagine Garnet are gonna full lock these agents. They're playing quadruple duelist. Billy Job already picked his Reyna, and Neon locked in for Devious. Ali hovering the waylay. Okay, yep, they are playing quadruple duelist. And looks like Diamond may be matching them as well. I could be wrong, but I think overall in this map, I'm not sure if the winner. Does this map still matter? I'm not entirely sure. Let me think for a second, because we know Sapphire are 1-3. If they win, they will go 3-3. Oh yeah, it does matter. It's kind of seeing who goes 3-3 at the end of the day. If Sapphire is able to take a 2-0 victory over Topaz, they will go 3-3, and they will tie with Diamond if Diamond loses game as well. But yeah, they've said, yep, we're gonna play 5 duelists, and yeah, they've locked it in. 4 duelists, yeah, okay. This is gonna be fast. A lot of blood. Ball about to come. Of course, previously we saw him on the Reyna on Bind, and he was fantastic on that. The Empress got so many kills, and now he's on the Clove. I think maybe it was a bit of a gentleman's agreement between the two teams to just say, yep, we're all gonna be playing duelists, and yeah, they've locked it in. This is the final map of the day. And you know, we'll see how it goes. This, keep in mind, this is also Tickle My Pickle's debut. We haven't seen him at all. Hasn't played the tournament yet. He's coming in here, and he will get to show himself on this Yoru. He's bought his clone first round, along with that Ghost. Interesting, because typically you'd see the Yoru pick up an extra flash, or sorry, pick up a flash or an extra gate crash, but doesn't quite want to use it. Yeah, he's pushing up aggressively. He knows that there's no sentinel to keep him locked down. Valorant come will immediately fall. TV picks it up. Tickle My Pickle has already pushed in. Curl finds one. Tickle My Pickle from garage finds the other, and now 4 versus 2. Slowly coming in. Ali has to win fight. The ice will catch Tickle My Pickle with the gun out. Going junk wins as well to 2v2. Isolated gunfights. They are trying to play together, trying to get whatever kill they can. Going junk. He's tagged up. Has no bullets. Billy Job finds it. It's a 1v2. The ice and player 1 are the 2 closest players to each other, and just looks like a rotate from Billy Job here. And it will be.
Red planet.
Okay, Ice most definitely aware of this now. Ghost in hand, absolutely no util. No longer has his flash, no longer has his gate crash, just has to look for something here. If they lose this is the 3rd pistol round in a row that Diamond has lost, which I've talked about it, like, it's weird. Typically, Diamond, at the start of the day, they've opened up, they were fantastic on the pistols, but they've lost both the gunners so far, and this is their 3rd. Diffuser's coming in. Push out forward. Billy Job, 2 different angles for the ice to play. Difficult situation overall. Has to get 1 kill and immediately click to the other before he dies. And that's the 3rd pistol of that Diamond will drop in a row. Garnet on fire. I'd like to get a little statistic at the end of the day of how many pistols Garnet has won, because it's just looked up and up and up for them. Every pistol just seems like they've got something in store for it. Right, here we go, 5-man stack. Yeah, it's gonna be a 5v5, it's an ARAM. Waiting for it, shots go forward, good jump. Wait for the outlaw, finds one, going double full as well. Shots go forward, trying to dash in, go and jump, shots don't land, Ali will find it. And it's 4 versus 2.
Spikes down,
a
mid.
massacre. The ice has to gotta push out Kuha. Will find
Last player standing.
with that sheriff. With the marshal rather, he's running forward.
1 enemy remaining.
We'll sit him down. Tears on the flank. Out of garage. It's a 1 versus 1. Tickle My Pickle. The newcomer. The flash comes in. Starts to land. Oh my lord! It's a bit of a whiff from Tickle My Pickle, but the ice in the 1v2. He makes magic happen. And there you go. That's a thrifty for Diamond here. That flash into the shots missing from Tickle My Pickle. A little bit heartbreaking to watch, but T-Ice just walk out with the win. It's a bit more friendly than the ultra chat. And we're tied up, 1-1. Yeah, this is, I was just talking about how Diamond were using pistols, but I guess they've got, I guess they've got their nifties in order. A bit of menace on this marshal so far. He did fantastically previously on, with the other in the previous map. The shots not landing. Oh my god,
One enemy remaining.
Cast the cursing players. I've just called him fantastic with the
Spike
marshal.
planted.
And he whiffs everything and he'll fall and ball about to come. The sole member for Diamond. With the Vandal in hand. One versus 3. Operator in the hands of Ali. 1 rock should win this. But Ali, he wins the reaction speed test. He finds the kill. And off the back of a thrifty loss, Garnet can bounce back.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if any of the teams are deciding to just say, yep, we're gonna keep go, or if they're just gonna be full buying every round. So we saw that second round, they decided to just come into the full buy and kind of play with that, and well, it was a 10-man fight mid, and it did ultimately go the way of Diamond, but Theas here as an operator and correct deployed, really gonna TP away.
Gotta go.
Important note as well, Theas has no armor with that operator. Last Tandon did, and Deeks will fall to go for his headshot. Theas will finish off, but Deeks forward, slide, no-scope lands, and they finally connect with
player
once again.
standing.
Has to cover
Spike
lives,
down
going from
A.
behind, with the shotgun. That's not your teammate, buddy. That's
I'm
a
outta
Neon with a Bucky.
Ingat ka, don't get stabbed.
And they pick
Bad
up
way to
the
go.
operator and they will save it for the round. Diamond, 2 on the board now. Now that looked messy. It just looked like a bit of confusion from the side of Garnet there. They saw that Neon behind them and like, oh, that's probably my teammate, that's probably alright, but nope, he's coming in with a shorty and he just absolutely massacred everybody. I think he was playing
Go.
in C and he just sprinted over.
Suck it. There we go.
Has to dash forward, trying to find the kill off the devious going jump. Has the ultimate just dies. I think we'll find it as well. Billy Drop finds another jet. Will that 1v1 with the op. Forward.
Last player standing.
Go up. Will deploy the knife just before the end of the Will find kill onto player 1 and another onto Ali off the refract. It's now 1 versus 2 this game.
Spike
It's
planted.
just swinging back and forth. Peaks. Good job with the op. Will put him down. And yeah, this is interesting. The previous game we saw what we would expect to be a more even game, simply out of sheer composition and just out of levels of play, and it was a stomp. But this time around we have a much more even game, and it is a game where we are playing a grand total of 9 duelists in the game and a single smoker who kind of functions like a duelist. So for all intents and purposes, it is just a full duelist game. I mean, it's great content, right? With the Marco, it's not finding that the cross has to run away, going done with that Odin who will grind down the lead. He's pushing forward with the ultimate, he's trying to tase everybody, and he does! Pick will find again, and now it's a 3 versus 5, and this mosquito is just flying around with that ultimate, and he's fighting everybody. The ice will find and shut him down.
Bad luck.
He's the one with the spike. The ice.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Player 1, Billy Job with the up. Finds his hit, miss. Play for the left side. It's available, but he doesn't want to use it. And Billy Job finds the kill. A
Move in
2-round
after I strike.
advantage for Garnet.
That's when's a week.
And the economy for the side of Diamond now broken after this buy. Of course, if you take a look, ultimates on the side of Diamond, not really the ultimates you'd like to use on an eco. If you want to get the most out of your ultimate on an eco, you'd preferably have the Blade Storm or the Jet or the Neon ult available, but in this case, just the Dimensional Drift and mostly just drilling or info ults. Not really what you'd expect to see if you wanted to play on this eco. Tickle my pickle. Gonna hold the Dimensional Drift in light of his teammate falling. The eyes pushing forward with the Bucky, he whiffs it, and Ali will put him down. Meeks will find Tickle my pickle as well. Was looking for something with Dimensional Drift. Doesn't find it in the end. He gets just stuck with his Odin. He's just flying in and Goyon Jung waiting for him with the Bucky.
Last player
Pick up
standing.
the Odin just yet. We'll drop a bit of BM in chat, but there you go. It's all on Ali. 1 versus 4. Spike in hand, has the convergence. Odin now picked up for Goyon Jung. Just waiting, trying to play with time.
Too bad.
Oh, he's found the kill onto Goyon Jung. Knows the site's open, going to get the plant down. Kurha ball about to come. And he's all for this. The barrel, spot fight. Ali gets the shot, but Kurha's there. Finds it with the operator, and now we'll go to 3-4. Again, pretty back and forth, pretty even game. I guess this is what happens when you just play 10 duelists and say fucking let's go. But no, worked out for Diamond. They previously found themselves at a pretty big deficit at the start of the previous map, but this round they're starting to climb back. 3 and 4. Yep, Ali. You know, we saw previously in that round, he has the convergence available. Very, very good for hitting a site. It's like a breach ult, but some may argue it's maybe even better. Covers a lot of distance. The hinder, very, very important. Cuts the aim, cuts the fire rate, cuts a lot of stuff. Massive debuffs if you're hit by that convergence, and Devious
Short gun.
gonna pop the percussive and goes in. Fast playing the point, still sliding, trying to look up with the judge forward. Devious still waiting the convergence.
One
Will be
enemy
used.
remaining.
Needs to find one. Ball about to come a fall, and it's an absolute massacre. What a fast round! But Diamond in the end, they're the ones who went out on it. So everybody died within the span of what, 3 seconds there. I think going done with that Odin just mowing down everybody. So now we see Garnet, they're the ones on the buy now. They're the ones on the eco rather. Ultimates for the side of Garnet are pretty eco-friendly with the Blade Storm, but not going to be used. The blind side will be popped. Player 1 shuts down Take Ice. The cost of a lot of his eco. Already pushing back, trying to do mix, and he wins it. Massive dash, dashes one forward. The operator, I think that was a hip fire.
Last player
To
standing.
find it, and he has to run 23 HP. Took on my pickle to find the shot. Ball about to go. Has to try and find the ball. Splash down. Took on my pickle. He's pushing full flashed. Ali will find it in the end, and once again, it is another fast round. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to talk about in terms of strats. It just seems like both teams, they're not really like Unix. Well, Diamond, they're known to be a bit more skill baiting, but there's not much to the bait out against this comp. So I think I'm not sure if there's any like what the calls are like in the comms, but from what I'm watching, it just looks like both teams are just kind of throwing themselves at each other. They have the advantage. They're just kind of flying in, trying to get whatever they can. The Ice is waiting here. We'll find the pickle. He was kind of a bit of a human flash there. As Ali will find the refrag. It's a 4 versus 4. Play 1 caught unawares. Ali as well.
Down
Playing
A.
smoke gets trying to spray down the other. He does not get it. But will be used. Devious. It's all on Ball about to come. He needs to find the frags, and he does! That's the Ball about to come we saw on Bind, and he's here as well. Finding a 4-piece this round. We're all tied up 5-5. Again, I cannot reiterate enough just how even this game is. You know, it's a constant swing. Whenever Garnet try to play fast, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's just, I'm just surprised that we are really getting like a pretty good back and forth this game. And yeah, Ball about to come, coming up huge for his team there. Gets 2 kills, dies, pops the rest of it. Gets the last 2 in what is essentially a mini jump. Finds going jump, has to run away. He spams the smoke. Slowly jumping his way out. He will make it. Flash on forward, he shoots the clone. He's made himself aware. And the wallbang comes through. Kuha will find Tigger Mafia. Kuha popping. He finds the ice. Ball about to come, finds one. Mini jump. Gets the trade on over. It's all about to come. He's coming to the ball, and he has to do it again. And the shots don't land. Devious will commit the ult for it. But that's a 3-piece for him.
Last round
And the
before the
advantage
switch.
back in favor of Team Garnet. First down, this is the last round. The economy from the side of Diamond. Their economy is a little frazzled here. This is the best they could buy on this last half. Looking at it, you've got to imagine it's probably a 7-5 half favoring Garnet, but you know, I guess it makes sense. You know, you're playing 5 duelists on defense, can be a bit difficult.
Gotta go.
We'll just have to see how Garnet take that. We'll have to see what Garnet's take on that would be. Has the Vandal. The shots don't land, but they will. In the end, he's concussed on 24 HP, trying to run the wallbang. Doesn't come through. Blindside, fast lane, but trying to buy himself time. Kerr, in the meantime, will find player 1. Really jump. We'll get the trade. Gets another. Will dismiss. Ball about to go.
My ult's ready.
Will be found at the back.
Last player standing.
Ball about to go. Gets the kill. The Empress will be popped. Really jump in 1 versus 3. Doesn't have it in him. And I talked about how the economy wasn't great for Diamond, but they pull it off in the end. And we're going to 6-6. First time we've seen an even half.
Thank you.
Craziness
fun
for you.
onset here. On this last one, move
Switching
over,
sides.
and I guess the most interesting thing we could see would be how Garnet handles the defense. They are playing five duelists, and that's just not something that is really equipped to defend very well. So I would not be surprised to just see a 5-man Garnet stack somewhere and to just play the retake after. But no, there may be some nuance. We may see something different strategies and all that. But again, at the end of the day, it is 5 duelists on defense.
Go, go,
And
go!
I would say overall,
Gotta go!
I'd say Diamond have the advantage here because they have a smoker still at the end of the day. Of course, Clove functions a bit more as a duelist, like a duelist rather than a smoker, but at the end of the day, being able to cut those out is still really important. And I just realized Devious is missing 15 hit points. I think he jumped from heaven and broke his ankles a bit. Oh, go ahead, jump. Here's take my pickle, the pickle forward. Oh, gate crash out. Shots don't find the headshots, and he's out. The ice still has the gate crash. Can just look for a pick and get out as well. But he stuck his way into B. He's probably calling
Portal
his teammates,
closed.
"Hey guys, B's clear," and it looks like a big rotate. But the ice will fall to Ali in the meantime. Pick up by pickle. Ali, the second on the round, looking for the third, but they line up for one about to come. In the meantime, player 1 will find one.
Spike
But now it's 2
planted.
versus 2. Plant is down.
One
Bottom
enemy
one
remaining.
shot away, and he spotted Billy Job. We'll take him out. Player 1 and Gaha. Kind of in a standoff. Player 1 shot away. Billy Job has the most HP. He doesn't have to be the one to play this range. And he does. Gaha falls. And this is another pistol round. To go in the favor of Garnet, they are 4-0 against Diamond in these pistols. I think they may be 8-0 the entire tournament, maybe 7-0 or 7-1. I'm not entirely sure, but
The symphony of
from
death.
what we've seen at least, we don't even know how many they won against Topaz, but based on what we've seen on the stream, they are either 7-1 or 8-0, and I don't know, it's probably the highest pistol conversion rate we've seen out of any team. And I guess in terms of strategies, we saw what TIS were trying to do again. Kind of take the side on his own, call his team to come rotate after, but Ali just being able to hold that ground, find the initial pick of the TIS, find the other, but Valorant to come as well, did not make it easy. The stack forward, Kaha! Been fantastic on this Marshall, but Tickle My Pickle will best him this time. Billy Job finds one, but he immediately traded out. While about to come. He saw Tickle My Pickle. Judge
Last
in his
player
hands,
standing.
taking the close fight, 22 HP. It's all about to come.
Ace.
He's one shot from absolutely everything, and it is 1 each for Garnet. A headshot through the smoke as well for Ali on that Guardian to find it. It's an 8-2 advantage. Tickle My Pickle as well there. Having the Marshall, he had the balls to just whip out that classic and push Valorant to come there. Taking him down to 20 HP, and just in the end wasn't enough. Again, Tickle My Pickle, he's played this C-long hold both times now on defense. Trying to hold for a third. The shot doesn't land. Gaha will get his revenge. Was bested on it previously, but will get it this time around. Go and jump. Pushing forward. Has slide, has no concussors. He goes on in. Finds one, but he's traded by DVS. Player 1 will find TIS, however, Billy Jump. He's pushed up, but all he has is a short. All he has is a judge. Oh.
Last player standing.
What about the gun?
One enemy
a lot of
remaining.
HP, but it's not enough. Deviant actually gets the knife on the Gaha. Don't know what happened there, but what about to come? We'll
Outside
find
of this
the
game,
kill in the end.
immortality
How-
doesn't have as
how
many
did life
day-to-day
happen?
benefits as you think.
I was gonna say that. I think maybe Deviant was running at Gaha after he knew he was low. Yeah, I guess that's what's.
Kau dah ada benda ya.
Who needs a
That's most
bag?
likely, but at the end, Garnet, they still walk out empty-handed that round. A win for the side of Diamond now means they have the equal to try and convert this. Gaha getting into a duel here, and of course the operator wins it out. Devious finds a kill on the Meeks. Pickle by pickle, finds Tejas in the meantime. Valorant to come. He's coming to use
One enemy remaining.
pushing forward. Oh my
Spike
lord, a bit
down.
of a win.
Attack is spawn.
But he gets it in
One
the end.
enemy
Opening
remaining.
The pop of the ultimate. Ali is there. But Kogan Jump, they had to trade out the Clove body. It's now 1 versus 2. Player 1. Operator in hand. Spike. Has to be picked up here.
Team A.
Trying to wear Goyan Jung down. He knows he's got no time. He knows this is at least there's an operator watching him, and he just has to go. Couldn't find it. And all about to come. He's just come in. I'm not sure if he had time to warm up, but was not in the last map, and he's coming in here incredibly hot. 20 and 14 was Billy Job as well. Also 20 kills, the top 2 of the match so far. And again, this is kind of what you'd expect to see, right? The first 2 rounds go to the side of Garnet off the back of a pistol, and then the bonus, they lose out on the buy, and then the next buy again, they win the TBS. Oh, he's got the dink of the good jump.
Here we go.
He's come up steps. We see his hit. Dashes on forward with the lightning. He finds 1, he finds 2. Billy Job drops Kaha, and it's all about to come. All he has is that Sheriff. Spike is not in hand. Devious is hunting him down, looking for him. And about to come finds the headshot on the Devious as well.
Drop in a
Now
smoke.
in 4 versus 1. No ultimate inside. He is overhealed. Splashing forward. Oh, but I think they saw him. They're trying to go for the knife. About to come. Finds 1. The knife. He knows he has to look. Ali with the knife. He's trying to pull the gun out, but he doesn't have it in him. Player 1 finishes him off with the knife. They just 5-man rush him. And they get knife. They get this is the second knife kill for them actually of the map. They got it previously on Koha, and now they get on the ball about to come. 3-round advantage now from Garnet. This is the first, I think it's the biggest lead we've seen for the team. Most of the times, it's either been 1 round or 2 round leads, but Garnet, they pull ahead 10-7. Ultimates on the side of Meeks. Oh, Billy Joe rather has the ultimate, and
Go away.
ultimate available as well. Oh! What the? How has he hit that? Devious, he will fall. I don't think he had any armor. Just that body shot from the elbow was enough. I'm not sure how that happened, but he's got the kill anyway, and it's a 5 versus 4. And they're just kind of full pushing.
Blocking sight.
Spike down
Ali and
A.
Take go 5-1.
One enemy
Fight
remaining.
player 1 in the end.
My
Ball about to come.
ultimate is ready.
He's been exposed. Nali in the 2. Or take on my picture.
Last player
Trying
standing.
to find the duel on the T-Ice, and he does not win it. But T-Ice, he's 1 HP.
Decoy.
Oh, convergence.
Yeah.
He's gonna be popped. Oh, wow. He's picked up the spike, and he's got the gate crash forward.
Spike planted.
I think
My
Ali
ult's
hears
ready.
this. It's aware now, but he has to go look and hunt. T-Ice does have that regen shield, but it's still 1 shot away. A single bullet is all it will take. T-Ice has the dimensional drift, still has 1 more blindside if he needs to use it. Just waiting on the tap. Ali should know where he is now. He's cautious of the garden take. That flash will come from spawn. Plant going down. It's Haft. He knows where he is. Oh! Just waiting. He's looking for the stick. But the IC's there, forcing Ali into a rough position. And he gets it. It's a clutch for the ice in the 1v2. 5 HP, 25 HP on that regen shield, and he makes it work.
I can buy for you. What do you want?
I'm taking a look at the ultimates. Garnet, they've got the Empress, and they have their own dimensional drift up and running. Goyan Jump has his ultimate as well. Meeks has that Empress available as well.
Time to jump.
I would expect to see probably a fast play here. They've got the ultimates, they know they've got some advantage. Try and swing this momentum as much as they can. Yorokun dropped in. Comes flash. Ultimate from Goyan Jump. They're just trying to push straight into side. Pickle my pickle. All the way in sewer, trying to try and get a kill. He won't find it. Shuts down any chances of that, and he'll find a kill on the DVs as well. As counterpart will fall. One has his operator. He's gonna take a bit of chip damage from the ice, but Meeks will be the one to finish it. His Billy Job will drop Goyan Jung. Still only has Stinger in hand. I'm not really sure if you want to use it this round. He knows. It's at least the 2 main. The gate crash out. The guys as well. This
Last player
plans
standing.
really difficulty for them to try and retake this, and they won't be able to do it on the eco. Ball about to come. He finds the last 2 kills, and we're looking almost at even. Just incredible stuff from Diamond here to be able to bounce back. You know, they were at a 3-round deficit, and they've won the last 2. They're on the cusp of equalizing this time around, and Billy Job, only thing he can do is pick up that Spectre and regen shields. Obviously, with the Empress, that gun becomes a lot more lethal. That fire rate, time to kill, heavily increased, and well, looks like Garnet have the correct read here. They do know that it's going to be a C push. Operator in hand, waiting for anybody to try. Meeks will take down. Play 1. Billy Job finds 1. Going to jump.
Last
Drops
player
KYESC, gets
standing.
devious. Meeks across the land.
Spike down.
Billy Job has to get the kills. Spike not in possession. He's pushing.
One enemy remaining.
Has the Spectre. He's found it. Knows the ultimate's used. Knows he's probably going to be pushed by this.
One enemy
Just
remaining.
has to wait out
Spike planted.
the Clo Vault, and it comes through. He heard that. He knows he's playing long. Billy Job. 1 versus 1. Advantage heavily in favor of Kohake with that up. Oh god, he's worried about that wrap. The tap comes through. Slow as well from the dead. Oh, spring. Yep, there it is. There's the ace. Billy Job. As Ali would say, this is an
Ace.
average Billy Job.
Yes!
It's an ace. It's a good well, he was stuck into what we do in Billy Job. With that Empress, I just talked about it. Having that Spectre with the Empress is, you know, incredibly difficult to deal with. That fire rate is absolutely not a joke, and Billy Job, he showcases it. Gets the initial 2 picks, gets out of there, and then stalls out that Clo Vault, and yeah, he plays that angle fantastically, gets the tap. Kaha maybe should have swung a little wider there with the ult, but decides to take a bit of a tighter peek, and Billy Job punishes him for it. Scoreline read 9-11.
Get out of my way!
2 more rounds for Garnet to win, and DVSC just ran forward with his knife out, and he will fall in the end. Tickle my pickle. Classic in hand. Play 1 on the flank. Will be hit with the decay. Billy Job was big
Spike
last round, but
planted.
he will be shut this time. Meeks. Play 1. Tickle my pickle. Oh, he's on 5 HP. The shots don't land. Ali will find 1 when the trade comes through, and TIC closes it out. It's 10-11. Still very winnable for either side of the game. We could be looking at a potential eco. Oh, wait, sorry, that was the eco, rather, for God. So now they're on the buy. Just a couple of rounds away from hitting in overtime. Goyan Jung just asked if we saw that. Yes, we did, Goyan Jung. That was indeed a DL diff. Of course, just a little bit of friendly banter in all chat.
Who's
Love to
next?
see between these players. Take my pickle. He's switched up. The Ice has to drop the ultimate. Keep himself alive. Take my pickle. He's pushed all the way up mid and he dies. Oh, Devious is not turning around, and Goyan Jung will find it. Phantom has follow-up stop. Yes. Gets the plant down, but Ali, he dies way too far up. Cannot refract in time, he will fall. DPS is still on the development. No Clo Vault this time. Billy Job, he pushes forward with that judge, and you will find it. It's 2 versus 2 PIs. One drop
enemy
from
remaining.
death. Oh! Sees the traces, and he finally gets it, but Devious! He picks it up in the end, gets the kill, and Billy Job and Billy Job and Devious having a little bit of fun here as Garnet, they move to match point.
Match
Overtime
point.
needed from Diamond here. This round, I think, is going to
What
be
do you
incredibly
need?
difficult to get. I believe both teams are on a bye, but
What do you need?
yeah, both teams are on the bye. But if you take a look at the ultimates as well, the ultimates heavily in favor of Garnet. They've got the Blade Storm, they've got the ultimate on Neon, they've got the Dimensional Drift. They have absolutely incredibly impactful ults that they could use to try and steal this round, try and secure the 13 and try and secure their 2-0, their tournament dominance, not having lost a single map on the line. This is their shot at securing that.
I'm back.
Gonna drop the ultimate, gonna dash in, has will pop it. Is
One
gonna come
enemy
with the
remaining.
company, does not win it out in the meantime. Garnet, they've killed absolutely everybody. What
Defenders
a fast
win.
round this was. And in the end, it is 13-10, much closer than the first map. But Garnet, absolute zero contention. They were already guaranteed first place, but this is just dominance. They will go 6-0. Garnet, your de facto best team for your KY Esports Interhouse Valorant tournament. And what a
Hello.
game that
Game,
was,
guys.
Good
Both
game, good
teams
game.
just
Aku punya,
play
aku punya Neon throw.
super aggressive, just had
Oh, Neon throw.
for all intents and purposes 10
Neon, eh?
duelists, and it worked out in the end for
Neon real throw.
one team.
Yo.
And
Win
yeah,
zone.
Garnet, there you go. They came in as I wouldn't
yo.
say the
Sorry,
favorites
busy
for
typing.
the tournament. I think Sapphire definitely had
Pick up my pick up,
the
Fifi.
I guess on paper they had the advantage, but Garnet, you know, they played against Sapphire, they dismantled them 2-0. They played against Diamond again, who's, you know, also shown to be incredibly strong, and
Wait, siapa
they
pick
shot
my
2 as
picker ni?
well. Yeah, Garnet, just fantastic gameplay from them. Even with a sub,
Hey, guys.
they still make it work. You know,
Kita
we
replay
talked about it before.
Stick it in my
Garnet, they are
in my
a bit of
with
a
Captain
vibe-heavy
America.
team. They like to play,
Power.
you know, with all that chemistry. But you know, when you put in a new face, sometimes it can be difficult to kind of
Listen.
get that chemistry going. But
Okay,
they showed us this game that doesn't matter. They closed it out in the end. Of course, it was closer than the 13-3 of Corrode.
Wait, Khalid,
in the end, Haven.
kau not bad though. Like
Much closer,
actually,
10-13. I think it's not the
Holy
closest
shit,
series we've had so far. Of course, we had the opening series of the day, the opening game of the day,
All
rather,
games dah habis lah.
between Diamond and Topaz.
right
that going the
now
distance to
Topaz Sapphire
15-13,
sekarang
and,
ni 11-4.
I'm not entirely sure if
Oh,
Topaz
tu
and
je.
Sapphire are still playing. If they are,
Garnet dah lost
and,
fire.
I'm
Dah.
not entirely sure the scoreline right now
Benar.
in terms of match, but
Yeah.
it just looks like
Damn.
Sapphire walking pretty far ahead right now, 11-4 against Topaz. Not entirely sure who won that first
Yes. Wait, Khalid punya
that first match,
odds
but the last time we did check,
Scary.
Topaz did have the advantage 10-9. Of course,
Ya, ger.
we will find out who wins that, and
Yes.
the scoring will be published.
Aku nak pergi. Right.
All right, and that will be it for today. I'd like to thank everybody who's come out to, you know, watch this tournament. I would like to thank, you know, KY Esports themselves from having someone like me. I'm an outsider. Don't go to the college. Thank you for having me here to cast as well. Oh, Ali's actually here now. Yeah, I guess if we have a little bit of time, we can have a slight post game interview. Hello, Ali. Well done.
Game interview.
Post game interview. Well done on that map, on both maps rather. You've secured yourself. I mean, the win on Corrode already guaranteed you first place, but on Haven, you guys just established the dominance, 6-0, not a single map dropped the entire tournament. How do you feel, Ali?
I mean, it was quite good. I think, not gonna lie, the team chemistry was like off the charts though. Even the start, we first time we played together was like yesterday yesterday night. No, 2 nights ago I think. 2 nights. No, yeah, yesterday night. And like, not gonna lie, like the chemistry was there. It was that really.
What was it like having to play with a substitute? Because Sticky in my butt had to leave, and we've had Tickle My Pickle come in instead. Like, what was it like playing with the substitute? Was the chemistry affected at all, or was it still completely
Not
fine?
really, because Tickle My Butt actually was never really speaking in the comms. Sorry, Sticky My Butt wasn't really speaking in the comms because his mic was broken. So we kind of just let him do his own thing, and we just give him communications for him to pull off his crazy stuff. but you know, I don't think it affected that much. I mean, sure, like the X factor wasn't really there. You know that he provides. He's definitely like one of the more crazy ones in the team. But yeah, I think not much affected. I mean, to be honest, the last game with the sub, it was like a 9 duelist game, so
Yeah,
can't
I
really
mean,
much.
Clove, all intents and purposes, it was a 10 duelist game with Clove.
Ah, yeah, fair.
Functions very similarly, and yeah, I just want to talk a little bit more about Corrode. That was a stomp. Like I was expecting coming into this, I was expecting the general expectations for both Diamond and Garnet was that it'd be a super close match because both of you guys are kind of, I guess, in quote unquote in the middle of the table initially before we started playing today with in terms of ranks it being very similar, but you guys just came in on Corrode and you completely stopped them 13-3, and that was just a big surprise to me.
Sorry. Teh Ice just entered the room. It's a post-match interview.
Oh.
Post-match interview. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't expect a stomp as well. To be honest, on Corrode, we kind of just like said like just do our own thing. Because like we like to play aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think the breach pick really helps in that aspect. Because like I was able to like set up a lot of my teammates for kills. The flashes were annoying. I'm pretty sure. TIs were the flashes and stuns annoying.
It's more the stuns lah. The stuns were mainly the biggest effect.
By the way, Ali, I also noticed that you did there was a round. I think it was round 4 or 5. You flashed sticking in my butt as he dashed in. And
Oh yeah, I did.
yeah, like he was full flashed and he was just kind of like rubbing up against Hot Div because Hot Div was hit by the flash as well. The two players just kind of rubbing up on each other. I was wondering what the comms on that were like.
There were no comms because it's sticking in. He has no comms, so I just
Oh,
said
right.
sorry a bunch of times. Then just went on with it. You wanna say anything to TIs?
Yeah, I can ask this a few questions.
Actually, TIs can join the call as well if he wants to.
Also give him time, but if he doesn't want to, then perfectly fine. We can close out the stream for the day.
All right.
Is he coming?
Yeah, that's actually it. I think thank you guys for coming and watching the KYESC Valorant tournament. Hopefully it will still be here next year. I'm looking at you juniors to make it happen. And other than that, that's really it. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will be able to cast you guys' games again. See you all next time.
Yes, yeah.